Okay, I've been gone for a while and I thought I would upload a video tonight. I'm going to read something from a book that I was listening to on Audible. So I don't know the source of it, but I do know that to me it was quite powerful. And also the other thing is that with what's going on in the world at the moment, it gets quite interesting. During COVID, that period and that word, that I've just used, it's like top secret stuff where we were all, sent inward. And now we're in a place of major changes, and it shows up in various different things throughout the world. We don't know what we are seeing or hearing, how much truth is in anything anymore. But there are some things that remain true to us as human beings, and that is generally when we're sitting with ourselves, we know what's going on inside us, we know what we're thinking, we know what we're feeling. Everything else is hearsay. You know, what other people think about what we're thinking or what we're feeling or what we think, and our identity and how we show up in the world as well. And I do feel that I know of, as Jung said he knew, I know that there is a source, something that I would call God, and that for me is not just existential. I do see it, I believe, in art, flowers, in my hearing, poetry, music, in words people say to me, in magnolia trees. I've got a great love of a magnolia tree going on at the moment in a local park that I've been visiting quite regular. And there was this little piece that I wanted to read to get myself back into doing my YouTubes, because I felt stuck in my expression during that period. So I went quiet because I felt lost. And I feel pretty grounded in where I am at this point. But at the same time, I feel that there's a lot of stuff that we're seeing or hearing, and we don't know what is true and what is not true. And a lot of us are making decisions based on our feelings of what we think is true or not true, rather than factual stuff. So I'm not a fact checker, but our intuition can give us truth that we will never be able to get from another. Intuitively we may know, that's not right for me. I don't want to do that. So, or I don't believe that, or I don't think that. So this is our subjective world is just as important as the other worlds that exist within our world, which is the numinous and the spiritual and the inner, and how we feel with people around us, our friends, the work that we do, the things we want for ourselves. And then also with women, in spirituality, I want to bring this up, that in spirituality there is a idea that we get rid of the ego, but actually the feminine, to me, it's ego strengthening, and that through strengthening our ego, we make better choices that are not only based on our subjective feelings, but on other information as well, which can save us a lot of time and grief as well if we begin to strengthen that ego. What is right for me, and what do I feel about this, and what do I want for myself, and guide ourselves better. So ego strengthening is really important. I'm going to read this bit and I'll leave it here for today, but this is, I found quite beautiful. I am the flower of the field, of the lily of the valleys. I am the mother of fair love, of fear and knowledge and holy hope. I am the mediator of the elements, making one agree to another. That is which is warm, I make cold and reverse. And that which is dry, I make moist and reverse. And that which is hard, I soften. I am the law in the priest and in the word, in the prophet and in the counsel, in the wise. I will kill and I will make to live, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. This is, Mother Earth. And so the idea, we would say, that what I make warm, I make cold and reverse. And that which I make dry, I make moist and reverse. So rainfall. You can really dig deep into what this is saying. But I am the law in the priest, and the word in the prophet, and the counsel in the wise. Where is the wisdom? Where am I wise? And the idea that I will kill and I will make to live is that, we have constant rebirth and decay taking place on a daily basis with our thoughts, with our ideas, with everything is reforming, reshaping. The local magnolia tree that I visit, when a magnolia comes out of its pod, it lasts for 3 days. So it does all of that beauty. And I had no idea until yesterday that magnolia trees are pollinated by beetles, and magnolia trees existed before bees did. So it is said. So I do think that when I look at a magnolia, and then you have this beautiful decay that it goes into within, 3 days, it comes out and then it decays and then leaves drop to the ground and then it recycles, and it's never ending. So the idea is that we, blossom into that beauty and maintain it and keep the bits going that are good for us, and then get creative and grow and bloom on a constant daily basis as we move through life. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll be back with more in the coming days.